let's make some kimbap. So today's video is just going to be very laid back and chill. I realised I've actually never made kimbap before, not like the traditional roll type kimbap. So I got this kimbap making kit just from online shopping, but you can also find it at supermarkets. So this kit includes absolutely everything you need for a classic kimbap. So that was tofu, it has a kind of a sweet taste. This is ham. We also have some seafood sticks or crab sticks. They're very similar to the ones that you can find in the UK as well. And no matter what the variety of kimbap, the most common thing you'll find in there is pickled burdock or pickled radish. The yellow one is the radish. And of course you need gim, which is the seaweed sheet. So to start off, I'm just going to unpackage everything so that it's all laid out. This kit actually makes 10 kimbap rolls, and I'm going to see how far I can get with making these rolls. Will I give up? We'll see. So these seafood sticks are individually wrapped. You only get 5 of them. So because the kit makes 10, I decided to halve them to double the amount of seafood sticks. They're not very easy to cut. They're very slippery on this plate. And now we're moving on to the ham. This is already perforated, so it's a little bit easier to divide. Now you can put anything you want in kimbap. I mean, some of the most common ones that you can find now at convenience stores or a restaurant that literally just sells like kimbap or kimbap and ramen. They have like tuna mayonnaise, spam kimchi. What else is there? Ones that just taste like bibimbap, which is another Korean dish. Bulgogi, which is marinated beef. And the tofu comes in like a brine to keep it soft and not dried. So I had to tip out the excess water there. It doesn't look that appetizing, but it's actually really nice. It's very soft and fluffy. It kind of feels like an egg. And now moving on to the pickles. Pickles in Korea are not very strong. They're sort of vinegary sweet, which at first I wasn't used to because the pickles that we have in the UK are quite strong. So now I'm not really sure which ones I prefer, but I've definitely gotten used to having pickled radish and pickled burdock. So now I have everything set up nearby to prepare the kimbap. Now we're just preparing the rice, which is obviously like the most important part for making this. So I'm putting some sesame oil in some steamed rice while it's still hot. And this just helps it to bind together. And it helps with sticking everything together as well. Now these types of kimbap in full-size sheets are actually very easy to find. You can even find them in the Western world quite easily now at Asian supermarkets, and even European supermarkets sell them as well. So I watched a YouTube video before making this to see how much rice I should be using, I wasn't sure if I should cover the whole seaweed sheet with rice or just a portion. Now the lady in the video only applied rice to this portion of the sheet. So basically I was just copying her to see if that was the best technique. I found that it was easier to put the rice on the sheet with my hands rather than the spatula because the rice is quite sticky. Don't worry, my hands are clean and I'm probably going to be the only one eating this. So some pickled burdock, pickled radish, seafood stick, ham, tofu, now let's try to roll it. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing here, clearly. I just kind of gave up using the mat. Now you apply just a little bit of the rice grains to the end of the seaweed sheet to act as a glue to seal the ends. I used the bamboo mat again just to improve the shape of the roll. See, from here it looks okay, but what do you think? Not bad for my first attempt? So as you can see, there's obviously not enough rice because the rice was not around the whole edge of the roll. So I really can't understand why the woman in the instructional YouTube video only put rice on such a small portion of the seaweed sheet. So here in a second attempt, I tried to cover more of the sheet with the rice and focused putting rice in the middle of the sheet to see if it would make a difference. I think the way that you roll it also plays a big role in whether you know, the rice completely covers the perimeter of the filling. Here we go again. Even though I was worried about trying to make the perfect kimbap, I did enjoy making this because you have to concentrate on it. It's kind of calming and therapeutic. I think it's just going to take some practice to make the perfect roll. This one seemed a little bit better, but again, the rice doesn't cover the whole perimeter of the filling. Let's cut it and see how good it looks, or how bad. Not too bad, but could be better. I think the rice wasn't flat enough. This one's not too bad. See ya.